In this video, we're going to go over how to graph a quadratic without having to make a table. So right now, this is written in standard form. It's written as a sum. There is one piece of information we can grab from it right away. The C term, the constant, that's going to be our y-intercept. So our y-intercept is 0, -6. Now we want to find our x-intercepts. What's true about all x-intercepts? The y value is always 0. So we are going to put 0 in for y. That's going to allow us to use the zero product property. In order to do that, this has to be changed from a sum to a product. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in a generic rectangle on a diamond to factor to be able to change the form of this quadratic. So remember, the a and the c term go diagonal from each other in the rectangle. You multiply those to get the top of the diamond, because remember, the diagonals, their products are always equal. Now the x terms are going to add to give us -x. So I'm going to put that b term on the bottom. Now I want two numbers that will multiply to give me -6x squared and add to give me -x, which would be -3x and 2x. So now I go ahead and find the dimensions of the rectangle. This will allow me to now change this quadratic from a sum to a product. I put 0 in for y so that I can find the x-intercepts. Now, two numbers are being multiplied to give me 0. That means that one of them must be 0. So I'm going to set this first factor equal to 0 to be able to find the first x-intercept. Then I'm going to take the second factor and set it equal to 0 to find the second x-intercept. Now, the last point that I need is my vertex. If you recall, all quadratics are symmetrical. You can fold them in half. The line of symmetry is where the vertex lies, and the vertex is always in the middle of the two x-intercepts. So I want to find middle of the two of them, the mean or the median. So remember, when there's two middle numbers for median, you're going to add them and divide by 2. So I'm going to average those x-intercepts, and I get 1/2. That is the x value because it's in the middle of these two. So if we come down to our graph, we have our two x-intercepts, which is 0 or -2, 0 and 3, 0. I want to find the middle of those, which would be, you can count in, or we averaged it, which would be 1/2. That is the x value of the vertex. How do I find the y value? Well, I take this and plug it into my original equation so that I can find the y value when x is 1/2. So I'm taking this equation, I'm taking x out and replacing it with 1/2. Go ahead and do those calculations, and I get -6 1/4. So -6 1/4 is the y value of the vertex. Now I have these 4 points. I can draw a nice sketch of this parabola. So we said that the y-intercept was 0, -6, and then the vertex was that 1/2, -6 1/4. I'm going to not use a straight edge because this is a curve. It's non-linear, right? And I'm making sure that it's symmetrical. I'm extending the line as far as possible, and that line of symmetry with the vertex.